Hello, Witch Kids. I'm supposed to tell you my favorite day of Holy Week. It's, a little cliche perhaps, but my favorite day is Easter Vigil, the Saturday. So it would be the Saturday right before Easter. For the last, 5 years or so, I've been going to the Easter Vigil Mass, and I just love it. My favorite moment of the whole thing is great. Jesus is rising from the dead, defeating death and everything, but one of my favorite parts is when you light the candles. We have this big bonfire, and you light the candle, and then you hand off that flame through the entire church, and the whole church is dark, and everyone just holds their little candles, and then that continues for some time, and we get some readings, and it's all still dark, and then finally we get to the exciting part. Jesus rises from the dead, the light go on, you blow out your candle, and it's all very exciting. So I'd have to say the Easter Vigil is my favorite day of Holy Week.
Hi everyone, Krista here, missing all of you so much on Wednesday evenings. Chiming in to let you know that the Easter Vigil is my favorite day of Holy Week. I enjoy going to Mass on Saturday evening and seeing the fire and lighting the candles and watching the RCIA candidates become a part of our community, and just brings me so much joy to celebrate that Mass with my family and the rest of the people that show up that are in for the long haul. But I hope all of you are well. Take care. See you hopefully very soon. Bye.
Okay, so Easter Vigil is the next day, and this is actually a popular day too. I was honestly a little surprised that I got 2 videos from the core team about this day. Maybe I shouldn't have been, I don't know, but yeah, and Jonathan thought it would be like a cliche that everyone would say this day, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But for Easter Vigil, for us, when I was a kid growing up, Easter Vigil was like a rite of passage. Like, we were not allowed to go to Easter Vigil until we were older. And so it was something that, like, I can't imagine it was my mom like trying to do that, trying to build the anticipation and make us feel like it was something super cool. But that's what she did in effect. So Easter Vigil, I love Easter Vigil, and I would second what Jonathan said about how it's incredible to come to Easter Vigil and it's in the dark, right? And so that's the thing that, like, I don't know, I love that. I love the drama of that, I guess. And so you come and you're in the dark, and then you go out to the Easter fire, right? And you light your candles, and you come back in, and the whole church is filled with that candlelight. And so I agree with Jonathan. I think that is super moving. And Father sings the Exultet, and it's still in just the candles, right? And then we can extinguish our candles and the lights come on for the readings. And it's, yeah, I think I agree with Jonathan. I think that is such a cool thing. And I think especially like the first time I experienced it as, I don't know how old I would have been, maybe 5th or 6th grade, maybe. Yeah, it was amazing. It like gives me goosebumps, you know, like I loved that too. And then I think the older I got, the more I started to like appreciate the fact that when you come to Easter Vigil, there's a lot of readings. And so some people are like, ugh, it's so long. We don't like Easter Vigil because it's so long, because you get all these readings. You have a ton of readings, and you have, like, if there are new people coming into your church, you have the baptisms, and you have all of those things that help make Mass kind of long that day. And you have lots of psalms, and you have songs, and it's a lot. But I think the thing that was cool for me was that you kind of get to see salvation history. Not kind of, you do. Like, that's the whole point, is that you see salvation history, right? And so you start with, like, the story of creation, you know, and then you just go all the way through, all the way up to Jesus. And you get to hear, like, all these different stories about creation and about how we, you know, how we failed God, how we failed our relationship, how our relationship became broken in the first place, and how we continued to break that relationship, right? We continued to break those covenants. We continued to, like, to take ourselves away from God. And then you come to Jesus, who saves us, you know, that's the point, like that's the point of the cross, is that we're saved from ourselves, you know, from that separation from God. We're reunited to God. And so I think for me, I agree with Jonathan. It's that darkness, it's the stories, Easter Vigil, I don't know. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's partially because it was sort of hyped up for me as a child. I don't know. But yeah, Easter Vigil, I would super recommend going, you know, I mean, obviously not this year, but next year, you know, when we're back at church, I would totally recommend you go and check it out. And if you've never gone before, or if you have and it's been a while, it's really moving. It's something else to go and to like experience that. And then, and then you get to see new people join the church too. And so we've been praying for them this year, and every year we pray for them. So we've been praying for those people as we go. And so it's exciting to get to see them join our church fully. You know, I mean, obviously they're still here. We still they're part of our community in that sense. But to fully become Catholics and to fully join our community in that way is really moving, and it's really beautiful. So so that's a good thing, I guess, about Easter Vigil. And like I said, I love it. It's one of my favorite times of the year to go to Mass. I love that experience. So anyway, the thing that we were going to do for Edge this week, we were going to have Easter Vigil was going to be part of our our prayer time, and so that lighting of the candles. And so I was going to kind of do just some little snippets of the stories, and just to do creation, and then different places where we've had covenants with God, all the way to the final covenant with Jesus. And so I guess I would recommend that you kind of do that at home too. Pick a night when it's dark, and turn off the lights. And I'm sure maybe you have candles laying around. They don't have to be I don't know, whatever kind of candles you might think you would need. They can be, any kind of candle. They can be a Glade candle. It doesn't matter. But I would totally welcome you to do that, I guess, and invite you to do that, to come in, to pick a room that's going to be your space that you're going to pray together, to come in, and I'll send home some readings too, and just to take some time and read those readings, I guess, read through those different things with each other, take some time to just pray and have that candle, have that darkness, have that just that experience of having everything turned off. I don't know, I think especially now when everything is as I'm sitting here talking to you via electronics, everything is so, we're communicating so much through that media, that just to have that opportunity to have quiet time together where all of the media is turned off and it's just you as people. So anyway, that was this week. So I will send you those readings, and I will send you that. Okay, awesome. Bye.